morning. It is the start of day 76, and I know I've said plenty of times before, but the plans change out here all the time. So I had planned to go to that brewery for lunch, but man, I woke up and I don't feel good. I've already visited the very, very smelly privy twice, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up, which makes me want to cry. Just because I cry when I don't feel good. So I can't even stomach the thought of eating a hamburger or beer or anything. So I think I'm probably just gonna pass that one up. But it's in 2 miles, so that'll be, I guess I'll see how I feel after an hour of walking. But man, I don't know. Great way to start the day. I got to Reed's Gap, which is the road that I would have tried to hitch to get to the Devil's Backbone Brewery. But I had already decided that I wasn't going to go there. But there was a guy, actually a trail maintainer, Papa Smurf, and he was doing some trail magic. So he pulled out a lawn chair and I sat there and had some muffins and orange juice. And then I ate some trail mix that I already had with me. And he had a Gatorade. So I ate that. I helped him set up his little tent. I forget what it's called, canopy. And then some other hikers came and enjoyed the trail magic as well. But I feel a little bit better. I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up anymore, but I would still like to be near a toilet. But yeah, so I don't feel the greatest still. I'm also really cold. The hair on my arm is sticking up because it's a little chilly out here, but 2, I think I just don't feel good. So I have 14 miles to go to the shelter, and I mean, it'd be awesome to get there fast, but I'm just gonna hike slow today. I'd love to just get back in my tent and lay down and sleep, but I mean, it'll take me a minimum of 7 hours to get there, so that won't be until about 5 or 5:30 tonight, so it'll be kind of a long day. But that trail maintainer, Papa Smurf, he said that this next section to the shelter should be pretty easy, which I looked on the map and I kind of thought so too, but I've also learned to not think that anything's going to be easy out here, because it probably won't be. But anyway, definitely feel a little bit better. Wish I was in the comfort of my own home with a flushable bathroom toilet, but oh well, it's part of it out here. Unfortunately, I'm still not feeling good. I just laid down for like just under 2 hours, set up my tent and tried to go to sleep, but I couldn't fall asleep. But I mean, I got some rest by just laying there. Took some Tylenol and forced myself to eat a little, like very, very little bit of dry cereal just to try to get something in my stomach. But I don't know if I'm gonna make the 16-mile shelter today. Bad part is there's not a shelter before that, so I'll have to find like a tent spot, but I'd rather be around people. I'm thinking that this is just a stomach bug or maybe norovirus. I looked up the symptoms for it, and I haven't thrown up though, so that's what makes me think it's not norovirus. But my whole body aches and I have chills and a headache, and my stomach just hurts. But I'm hoping that that little bit of break and the Tylenol is going to help. I'm going to be stopping again in 0.8 miles to fill up water, so I won't get to that shelter for a long time tonight. But yeah, today's not a fun day. I am 1.5 miles from the shelter, so I would say about 45 minutes I'll be there. That Tylenol is pretty much worn off. I'm starting to get chills again. I haven't really eaten a whole lot today because I thought everything in my pack was sugar, and I just can't stomach the thought of eating sugar, except for my noodles, but I'm planning on eating those for dinner, and I have to cook those, so I want to get to camp before I eat. But then I just set my pack down to go to the bathroom and opened up my bag just to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything, and I did forget that I had some oranges in there, one of those cups of mandarin oranges. So I ate that, and I'm waiting to see if my body's gonna reject it. I kind of feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I don't know. I do have an apple in there as well that I got from Trail Magic earlier today that I forgot about. So I might try to eat that too, but once I get to camp, I'll actually probably just cook the noodles. I'm hoping that when I eat those noodles that it'll make my stomach feel better. I'm just afraid that when I put something in my body that it's going to come back out, and I'd rather be by a privy, but I don't know. If not, oh well, it's part of life, right? Alright, well, it's the end of day 76. I hiked 16 miles today, and I'm staying at something wolf shelter. Let me see what it's called. Paul Wolf Shelter. I feel terrible. I was able to eat like a handful of plain noodles before I had to run to the privy, and then I just gave up on the noodles, so I'm gonna try to get to sleep, and hopefully I will feel back to normal in the morning. But I do want to say that some of the people out here are awesome. So a few people I've been hiking with over the last several days, they texted me and asked how far I got to, and I told them I was at the shelter and that I, didn't feel good, I was sick. And both of them, well, one of them asked if I needed him to bring me some Gatorade. He would walk 5 miles to bring me Gatorade. But, I don't know, that was super nice. And then the other girl asked if I needed her to hike back out in the morning and carry my bag. That's just really sweet. But of course I turned both of them down because I'm hoping that when I wake up I'll feel better. But right now, I don't. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, I just wanted to point out the good as something bad. But anyway, that's it. Good night.